call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the tailback. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. And some room to work. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's taking the shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wilson to pass. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Nichols. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Locked up tight on the receivers. Wilson will throw. They're working that left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what...
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Gonna look downfield again. Steps away to find some room. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Stone. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Nichols. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out. And he'll be brought down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. and set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wilson to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Ford. Turning on the Jets. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The give on the inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wilson will throw. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The offense changing the play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wilson to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Get this drive started from the 29. On the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Uncorks one to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Stone. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Motion from the wide receiver. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's McLaughlin. Touchdown, UNC! And with that, they move out front. We're in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson will throw. The catch.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're happy to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Give to the big fullback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Fullback's got it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Give to the fullback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the fullback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
At the 12-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.